We've all been doing conferencing for years, but now companies want to get people back into the office, and you can do that by enticing them into what we call high-impact spaces. A high-impact space is a collaboration space like this that has elevated audio and video requirements. We got multiple cameras, we got multiple microphones in the room, we've got control and automation all over the place. We're going to show you all of these things in action. One of the things that you want a room like this to do is to react to your need. So when you walk in the room, either with a button or maybe like a proximity sensor, you can make sure the room is ready for you. So, we're here. We've got that different change of lights. We've got signage up on the walls that says you're in the right place. Information about the upcoming meetings. Soft music playing in the background. Everything about this room says that it's ready to go, right? We all have one of those rooms in our office space that you're never quite sure if it's going to work. Right? You know you're going to spend about 10 minutes trying to figure out if you can get the HDMI up onto the big screen. But this room, every time you walk into it, if it resets itself, you've got that confidence and reliability that's going to go, right? So this room happens to be a Microsoft Teams room. You can see the Microsoft Teams controller here on the table. We've got that bundle with Lenovo right now. You can get the entirety of your Microsoft Teams package through us. But we're agnostic as far as which conferencing application you want to use. We got a Zoom controller over on the wall over there. We've got a Google Meet controller on that side. The entire system is certified with Google Meet there. Whatever you want to use, we are compatible and play nice and have certifications with them. We have Teams in this room because we're going to demonstrate something really quickly, a spatial audio demonstration. You can see this ultra-wide monitor up front. We're going to show you a meeting, just a short meeting. It's not a real meeting, it's just a video. But I want you to listen to the placement of the audio during that meeting. This is not going to come in for the cameras, unfortunately, because you're not in the room. It's just going to be left and right. But here in the room, you'll hear that their voices sound like they're placed close to where they're actually at on screen. All right. So, Fareed, would you mind hitting the Meet Now button for me on that touch panel?
Morning, everyone.
Morning.
I trust everyone is well rested and ready to put this budget to bed. So, product development. Let's start with you.
Look, I've already cut 12%. If I cut any deeper, we won't have anything left to sell.
Look, Lindsay, we go through this every year. Every department is making sacrifices.
Yeah, we sit and we make excuses instead of getting creative and doing the work.
Yeah, well said. Sorry, is anyone else looking at line 280? Yeah, it looks like there is an entire GL dedicated to the Ice Cream Sandwich Club.
Huh? Weird.
Totally.
Someone's been charging $10K every quarter to that GL.
Yeah, someone's getting fired. Can you mute this call for me real quick?
Yeah, but also it's not them.
Call muted.
First of all, two things. A, did you hear how their voices sounded like they were placed near where they were? Felt like you're more actually across the table from them. Kind of helps that meeting fatigue we're all dealing with. Second thing, have you ever used that microphone before?
I have not.
And it only took you half a second to figure out how to mute it? That's part of the room, right? Instinctive. You can know how to interact with something. Also, you were able to mute the call right there rather than going all the way over here to the room controller to mute the call, right? And when you muted the call, what happened? The microphones turned red. The LEDs on the walls turned red. We got a partner microphone, a Sennheiser up in the sky. That's not ours, but we controlled that LED to turn red as well. We got graphics on the walls that say privacy mode. We got the cameras themselves turned around and are aiming at the wall so that you know you can't be seen. Are you one of those people that always slides the thing on your laptop to make sure just in case the camera's on? You never know, right? Same idea in here. You know you can't be seen because you're not the wall, unless you're the wall, in which case good for you. Live your best life, do you. But everything about this room tells you are in a video mute state, right? And just one button from one of those devices, the room reacts to you. It's reactive, it's immersive, and it's easy and it's intuitive. That's what we want from these kinds of rooms. We can control everything in this room. If it can be controlled, we can control it. And if we can control it, we can put it on the controller. So I'm going to go to the room controls page of the Microsoft Teams control there. This is what we're seeing on this right here. Now this is not part of Microsoft Teams. This is an interface that we built in Q-SYS. Fully customizable, you can lay it out however you want. We chose to lay it out and use fonts and colors similar to Microsoft Teams because when you go and load this page from the controller, I don't want the person who's using it to feel like they are leaving Microsoft Teams and going somewhere else. They don't know what Q-SYS is. They don't care what Q-SYS is, right? They know that this is the thing that makes the room work. That's what we want from them. They shouldn't have to learn two different systems to make the room work. I hate when I go into a room and the lighting controls are over here, right? And the AC guys installed all their stuff over here, right? And nobody knows how to move the shades anymore because that remote control got lost a month ago. But instead you can put it all on one piece of glass. So here I can go to the lighting and change the lighting, piece of cake. I can do other weirder things. I can load a media player and send videos to the walls. Yeah. High impact spaces require high performance loudspeakers. We put a subwoofer in here. Why wouldn't we? We want everything about this room to be impactful, right? That's the goal of rooms like this. Now, we're always going to have people that don't quite understand technology, right? That maybe are going to hit their head against the monitor rather than press. Is this a touchscreen? Why isn't it working, right? So if you've got 12 of those people in your life, let's face it, it's the CEO, right? If the CEO is in this room and trying to get the room to work, if they can't figure it out, they can probably at least figure out they got the word help somewhere. I got the word help right here. All right, let's call for help.
Help desk has been requested. Please stand by for further instructions.
So we just sent a notification from Q-SYS to the Teams channel of the IT department that's working right now. So whoever's working in IT gets a notification saying someone's in this room and they need help. And then they can chime in either via the loudspeakers or the touch panel or on the screen, however they want to. But that's so much better than your CEO being stuck here not knowing how to use the room and going, who's in IT? Who can I call right now, right? Who's the guy who helped me when I broke my laptop last month? He hates me, but he'll call me back. We don't want that. We want it to be at their fingertips. That's the goal of these rooms, yes? And last but not least, if you're not going to use the in-house conferencing application, you might bring your own laptop like you did. Thank you for bringing your laptop today. A single USB-C cable connecting to this laptop gets your video and your audio onto the screen. The very act of plugging in that USB could trigger an event that brings it up onto the screen and sets the room up again. I'll just get it up there really quickly myself. But then you've got video and audio and you're powering the laptop too. One cable, piece of cake, easy to use. That's what we want for our end users, yeah? Agreed?